Hi guys, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to discuss about annotations. So in the previous video, we have understand about what is TestNG and what are the advantages of TestNG and what are the different annotations we use in TestNG and how to set a priority for our test cases, right? So in this video, we are going to talk about annotations. Like we have at the rate after test, at the rate before test, at the rate after method, at the rate before method. So these kind of annotations we are going to discuss now. So listen carefully. It is very important concept how to use an annotation for our test cases. So let's go for practical. So let me open my Eclipse. So guys, so this is a water program we have done yesterday. So we use the @test annotation and we discuss how to set the priority for our test cases, right? So what is priority here is, so if you are having some 100 test cases tomorrow when you are working, so if you want to execute the particular test case, so there you can set the priority. So like priority 1, priority is equal to 2, or priority is equal to 3, like that. So now I'm going to create one more new project, guys. So I'm going to take the project name as my spice set. So this application we are going to use now. So this application, with this application we will work with now. Okay. So I'm going to create a project. So you already know, guys, how to create a project, package and class and all. So go to the new, take a Java project. Here also take a Java project. So project name I am giving here as my spice jet. Okay. So this is my project name I am giving as my spice jet. So now click on finish. Yeah, my project is created here. Just expand this and go to the SRC level. I click and go to the new and now create a package. Now create a package. So package name here, package name I am going to give as first project. First project. So package name is this. And now come to the finish. So my project is created here, right? I'm going to create a classes. I'm going to create a classes. Sorry guys, I will take this as not first project. I will remove this as first project. I will delete this. I'll delete this package and I'll create a new one. I'll create a new one. A package name I am going to give here as bookings. Okay. So this is a package name. Now go with finish. So my package is bookings. So in this package, I'm going to create some classes, guys. So in this package, I'm going to create some classes. So classes, see, from this application, I'm going to create a classes. So see, for now, I'm going to take as class name as bookings.flights, or I'm going to take, yeah, booking.flights or book hotels or something, book deals like this I'm going to take. So I'm going to create some classes. Try to understand this, guys. Open class. Bookings dot flights. I'll take a flight bookings. Let take flight bookings. I'll go with finish. Flight bookings. I'm going to create one more class. Book hotels. Hotel bookings. And finish. I'm going to create another class. I'm going to create another class. A class name I can take here. So let us go for the reference for here. Class name I can take as status, flight status. Class name I'm taking as flight status, right? So these are the three classes I have now. So listen carefully. So you can see the naming convention here, guys. You can see the naming convention. Project name I have given as my spice jet. A package I have taken as bookings. So in this package, I have created three classes of flight bookings, and flight status, and hotel bookings. So to write the test cases, you can refer this application. You can refer this MySpiceJet application. Okay. So see, you can see the naming convention here, flight bookings. So I am going to write the test cases in flight booking class. So flight bookings, I will open here. So see, this is a flight bookings, right? So here we are having two test cases here, like one way and round trip, like one way and round trip. So here we are having a different text areas like from address to address, departure date, and select date like this. So in this booking flights class, I'm going to write some test cases. Okay. So here every method in this TestNG, every method is belongs to one test case. Right? Yesterday in last class, last video, I told you every method belongs to one test case. So here I am going to write a method now. Public void. So what we are using now? Round trip, one way, right? So we are using one way. So the Eclipse, oh, one way test ng test case one, right? One way test ng test case one. Okay. So now I'm going to write a print statement here. System dot out dot println. So inside this, what we need to write? So here I'm going to write some my flight bookings or anything we can write, right? In the print statement, anything we can write. So here I'm going to write my flight bookings in Spice Z. Okay. So this is my print statement I have written. So this is one test case, right? So public void one way test test case one. And this is I told, right? Every method is belongs to one test case. So this is one test case, right? So now what I have to do, I need to give the annotation for us. Without giving annotation, the test case will not be acceptable. I told you in the last video, right? So annotation I have given. So it is erroring out. My test is erroring out. Why it is erroring out means we need to add our TestNG libraries for our project. Still, we did not add our TestNG libraries, right? So just keep the cursor here. It is showing add TestNG libraries. Click on this. So folder is one more folder is added for our project. So these are the TestNG plugins. And now just import this annotation, right? So we don't have any error now. So I am going to create some more test cases like this. This is test case number 2, and here I'm going to write my one way trip something, right? One way trip. So how many cases I have total? 2 cases I have. So now I'm going to write another case. I'm going to write another case. So that is public void. So now I'm going to take another one. What is that? Round trip. One way is completed, right? So I'm going to take the round trip. Public void round trip testng test case 3. This is system dot out dot println. So in the print statement, I am going to write so we will take the naming convention. We will check here for our understanding purpose. One way round trip. So round trip we are taking from address to address. We will write in the print statement. Okay. So system dot out dot println. from address. So something like this we can write. So I'm going to write one more case here. So this is test case number 4. So here I am going to give us 2 address. So we have how many cases now? 4 cases we have. I mean 4 test cases we have now, right? So let me execute these cases first. Run as TestNG test. Run as TestNG test. Okay. So let's check in console output. Yes. 4 test cases are executed, right? So my flight booking since jet one way trip from address to address. So my 4 cases are pass. So no one is failure, no one is skip. Every test case is pass. So now what we have to do is, so yesterday I showed you how to take the reports also. So now we are going to use another annotations. Okay, at the rate before method, at the rate after method, at the rate before test, at the rate after test. So let us discuss those annotations also now. So what is the use of this at the rate before method and at the rate after method annotations is, so tomorrow when you are working, you are having some 100 test cases. Okay. So you need to remove some data from your program. You need to remove some test cases. So here we can use at the rate before method and at the rate after method annotations. So anywhere here, anywhere from the program, I'm using here annotation that is at the rate before method. Okay, so this annotation I'm using. Okay, at the rate before method is my annotation. So now I'm going to write a main method here. I'm going to write a method here. Public void before method test case I have written. Okay, public void before method test case. Okay, so now I'm going to give system dot out dot println. So in this print statement, I am going to give that. In this print statement, I am going to give that this should be print first. This should be print first. So my annotation is erroring out, right? So I have to import this annotation. Just keep the cursor, import before method annotation. So now I have given annotation before method annotation. So here, somewhere here, I am giving another annotation called as at the rate after method. Another annotation called as at the rate after method. I'm writing the method here, public void after method test case. Okay, system dot out dot println. So here I am going to write this should be print last. Okay, so now my annotation is erroring out. I just import this annotation. So now total how many annotations I have used in here? 3 annotation. One is at the rate test, and next one is at the rate before method, and another one is at the rate after method. So now let us execute this program. Let us save this and execute this program. How the console will be, how the result will come for us. So let's go for the console. Let us see the output, how we got. See the hierarchy of this. See the beauty of this here. This should be print first and this should be print last. See, it is printed, right? So what we are given before method we are given this should be print first, and after method we are given this should be print last. So for each and every method, at the rate before method, I mean for each and every test case, method is printed, right? So at the rate before method and at the rate after method is printed here, executed here now. So do you understand the hierarchy now? 4 test cases are pass. 4 test cases are pass. Okay. So this is for first test cases, my flight bookings in SpiceJet The next one is a one-way trip, and the third one is from address. Fourth one is to address. Everything is printed for every method. These annotations as a print in first place and the second place. Okay. So this is how we will use this kind of annotation before method and after method. So now we are going to discuss about remaining annotation called as at the rate of before test and at the rate after test. So for now here I am giving at the rate before test. Okay, so this is my annotation. So it is erroring out. I just import this annotation, import before test annotation. So now I am going to write a method public void before test case again system dot out dot println. So here what I am going to use in this before method I am going to use, let us check the naming convention here. Let us see if you're having any doubts. Here we can check, we can take anything like oh, welcome abroad or something. Yeah, see here I am going to write as in before method test my test case will be in first place. So something we can write like this, right? So here now we completed at the rate before test annotation. So now I'm going to write at the rate after test annotation. So for now here I am taking at the rate after test. Okay. So it is erroring out. I just import this annotation. Import. So I'm going to write a method here. Public void after test case. Okay. System dot out dot println. So here I am going to write as my program will be completed. Something we can write like this, right? So we have used now how many annotations we have used? So at the rate before test and at the rate after test we use here, and at the rate before method and at the rate after method also we use, and we discuss about at the rate test annotation. So now let us check this. Let us save the program and let us check in console. After running the program, let us check in console how the output will be. Okay. So see guys, output here. How the output is here. Let us see. Go to the console. See. So this is output. See, my test case will be first in first place given, and I can see my so I given here at the rate before method and after method will be printed for each and every method. Before method and after method will be printed for each and every method. And before test and after test will be printed only in the first place of the test and ending of the test. See, this I have given. This is a before test. My test case will be in first place. This is before test annotation at the rate before test annotation, and this is at the rate after test annotation, right? And here before method and after method is printed for each and every method. Okay, is it clear, guys? So this is how we will use different annotations in TestNG, and it is very important and very useful in TestNG, guys. Okay, so that's all for in this video, guys. We will discuss in the next video.